For a country of just over 4 million people, the New Zealanders have caused England a whole heap of problems in one-day cricket in recent years.
New Zealand are home and hosed. They've won by 5 wickets and take the National Bank Series by 3 matches to 2. New Zealand, they're home here by 6 wickets, a comprehensive victory.
Absolutely magnificent. Jacob Oram and Scott Styris have seen their team home.
New Zealand have walloped England.
And the Black Caps were on the comeback trail in the current series after that tense victory in Bristol at the weekend. For England, what was needed was a return to the form they showed in the first match up in Durham. Welcome to the Brit Oval. It's match number 4 in this NatWest series between England and New Zealand. Well, hello there. Welcome to our highlights of this crucial match. The series, of course, standing at 1-1 as they started. Now, Danny Vettori won the toss this morning, opted to bowl first yet again. These are the teams as selected. All those injury scares, it seemed, put to rest. Ian Bell fit to take his place at the top of the order for England alongside Luke Wright. Peterson, Bopara, Collingwood, Shah, Ambrose, Swan, Broad. Sidebottom coming back in again, Tremlett left out, and Anderson making up that 11. For New Zealand, one major change. Jacob Oram fit again to take his place in the middle order. They left out the keeper, Gareth Hopkins, so Brendan McCullum took up the gloves again, as well as opening innings. Right, England batting first.
First ball is a no ball, says Mr. Benson, Mark Benson. And Steve Davis are 2 umpires. And immediately a free hit for England. Ian Bell is the man on strike.
Well, this is very similar to how the Durham game started, Mikey. Kyle Mills bowled a no ball first up, way over. So no argument there. And the next time, Bell hit it for 4.
Not this time, just a single on this occasion. That's gone pretty fine. Again, the call is to push him, but should get too easily, and if they do.
Kyle Mills hasn't settled. He's bowled too short, a no ball first up, and then too short after that, and England have been able to pick him off. Hasn't quite found the length. Got 2 slips in place. He needs to get it fuller. Needs to induce perhaps a drive early on in his spell.
I think he's just a little bit worried about Ian Bell advancing down the pitch at him. Oh, that's a good length. 5 runs coming up from the first over. Third man should get that. Fumbled. Cost his team another run. 3 runs from the over. It's 8 without loss.
Well, it's a terrible piece of fielding from Tim Southey. Very casual, throwing it before he got it. And Kyle Mills gave him the filthiest of glares after this. This was just one. Look, his eyes were nowhere near the ball. Got to be better than that. Still looking at him.
Has kept the 2 slips in place for Gillespie, though. Vettori.
Still moving around this on the other side. Mike, you got a little story for you about this morning, and you know how you've been ribbing me about the fact that I might have put on a kilo or two in the last 20 years since we played against each other. You realise that?
Found the gap. He got a couple runs here, Ian Bell. A kilo or 2, or a stone or 2.
Well, embellish it if you like. because this is the story. This morning, I was sent across to do a news cross on the other side of the ground, right? Okay? And I only got a short warning, so I just grabbed the jacket off the back of the door. Okay? So I went over to the other side to do the news cross with David and Nick Knight, and I put the jacket on. I thought, a bit snug. Thought I hadn't put that much on while I've been over here. And I thought, well, it fits okay. No ball there, so another free hit. And then I look, it's your jacket.
My jacket.
Your jacket wasn't, and no one else remarked on how small it was. So then, be very careful. It's your jacket, Mr. Slim.
I'll have to go and have a look at that jacket. It's probably bursting the seams. Let's see what Gillespie will do with this delivery. A no ball again, and it's spanked away. Big 6.
Well, this is just the dumbest piece of cricket I think I've seen in my life. How can you bowl another no ball after bowling one in the first place to encourage another free hit? That one goes for 6. I mean, if you're Vittori, you don't even go across to talk to him. You just turn your back on him. 2 in a row.
I'd like to see that one again, though. That one was a very close call. Missed on that occasion. Let's have a look at this again from side on. This is the one that went for 6. Oh, that's not a no ball. I'm sorry. There's something behind the line. It's gone over third man. 1 bounce.
Well, straight out good fortune here for Luke Wright. I think he sort of senses he's got to up the ante here, try and invent something. So he's decided to have a crack at Gillespie, shimmy down the pitch, 2 or 3 short steps, and some good fortune. He had no idea where that went, really. That is the nature of this beast. Fortune favours the brave at times.
He's very fortunate in that Daniel Vettori has elected to keep 2 slips in for Gillespie, because if the 2 slips had been out, like what he has done for Kyle Mills, the third man would have been a lot finer. And then he would have had a chance of taking that catch. As it is, he's pretty square because of the 2 slips. He's to the right of the second slip. So absolutely no problem. Here we go again. Over slips. Third man too wide to take that.
Why not?
Got it through again. Should go all the way.
Placement here for Ian Bell is the key. He's a classic player. England were hugely impressed, I'm sure, when he came through a fitness test this morning, which enabled him to play today, because he's a bit of a mainstay at the top of the order.
Brilliant piece of fielding. Jacob Oram back in the side. Started his sporting career as a goalkeeper. See why.
And that was nearly what he needed, the boundary, and that'll add to the pressure on Luke Wright. Brilliant from Oram. Tall man has been struggling with his hamstrings. Big man, he gets down well. Save 4, definitely.
That's gone fine. So 4 off the last ball of the over. 40 without loss. Just helps this.
Yeah, 5 dot balls, and that just relieves the pressure. He did actually get on to middle and off stump. It wasn't that much down the leg side. It was a fraction too straight. But you can see him shuffling across his stumps. That's good batting.
trying to hit it too hard. That's why I'm still not convinced about him at the top of the order. We're having this discussion at the game at Bristol, and once I say that, it usually means the batsman will go on and get 50, at least. But I just think I'm not quite sure if he knows really what his job is at the moment. Is he a pinch hitter? Does he just play? I think there's a kind of guy who finishes an innings well. I remember, go back to the Indians here, where he and Mascarenas smashed it to all parts at the end.
And because he's not able to get that short ball away and time it, this is what he has to do, is to come down and whack it. With the extra pace and bounce, that's tricky. Also holds the bat a long way down, Luke Wright. Chokes it down the bottom. Give him time, though. Really easy to sit and criticise. He's only played 2 or 3 games at the top of the order. He came off at Durham, so he's had some success. Give him time.
Out. He's gone. It's a terrific catch. Ross Taylor one-handed, but it's just the pressure builds up. Right. You can't believe it. Just have another look at this. This is excellent.
Well, a really good catch. Good captaincy, short mid-wicket. And he hit this pretty well. Back of the length again. He pulls it. And that's an excellent catch. Only a few metres away from the bat. Head high, one-handed. Brilliant out of the crowd as well. Luke Wright's gone. He's got 18 off 29 deliveries, and it's 41 for 1.
Kevin Pietersen, 100 in the opening game of the series, 13 and 4 since. He'll fancy batting on this pitch. He'll like the extra bounce, he'll like the extra bit of pace, the ball coming onto him. More his kind of wicket, I feel. Kyle Mills has got the breakthrough with the help of a brilliant piece of fielding, it has to be said. It's Taylor picking apples.
Yeah, he's got really good hands, Ross Taylor. We saw that in the Test series, and sometimes here at the Oval, 41 for 1 the score. Sometimes at the Oval it's difficult to pick the ball up out of the crowd. White ball out of those white seats. He's hit it pretty well. Taylor just goes one-handed. He hasn't got time to go 2 hands. Brilliant. That's nicely timed. How big that square is. The ball's still on the square out there. That's why the fielders are constantly trying to catch up with it.
It's amazing that you'd have thought he'd have caught that 10 yards away, and the fielder would have felt that. I'm not quite sure if this isn't 4 anyway, because I think he just keeps struggling to get there, getting there. Oh, he does very well, very well. He'd have thought he had that covered way out. Excellent piece of fielding from Elliott. He's done well since he's come into the side. Right with a bat. The ball. Bottom of the bat, went after it. That is a big, big blow. Pietersen, I think he'd fancied this wicket. Maybe he fancied it too much.
Well, he thought it was really short, and in fact it was just outside his off stump, so he had to reach for it, and it didn't bounce as much as Pietersen thought. It wasn't as short, and that is a good catch, an important catch from Southey. The danger man Pietersen has gone for a duck. It's 44 for 2.
Rohit Parrott, it's the new man. I feel that he needs to improve those figures. It's the best of 52. Well, today would be a good time to post something a bit higher than that. Pietersen out for a naught. Strange shot. Power on strike. Edged, and it gets 4. He's off the mark. Didn't know a lot about it. Couldn't get to it.
Sorry, attacking 2 slips. Very rarely do you see 3 or 4 slips, maybe. Needs to be wise after the event. It's a good delivery. Bopara just having that back face open. Just to rub salt into the wound. It's gone away for 4.
That's the outside edge. See if there's any seam movement here. Just a little, just a hint of movement away. Just kept going. That could go all the way. Well, not could, will go all the way. No one catches that.
Well, that's what you get from Ian Bell. He doesn't try and hit it too hard. He's in control. He knows where the field is. He knew fine leg was up. Shimmy down the pitch. Very strong off his pads.
Runs. 4 runs. Little bit of width.
Bell moves into the 30s. Another crisp shot on the offside. Can he go on and get a big score? This is the danger time now for Bell. He's in on a good pitch. He needs to cash in.
What a shot that is from Ian Bell. Just saying how comfortable he looks and feels at the crease. Better shot than that.
Yeah, you don't often get the chance to drive, or doesn't tend to bowl a drivable length, but this is a bit fuller than normal. Enables Bell just to play through the stroke, ease it down the ground. Made it into a fuller ball by taking that stride down the pitch. No man out there, and it's a poor ball from Southey. With no man out, he needs to bowl a bit straighter than that and a bit fuller. Both his men out on the boundary. The leg side, the fine leg, a deep square leg, as well as the third man, and this is a gift.
Yeah, no swing for Southey. Very, very well down at Bristol with the helpful conditions here. Totally different, new day. Gonna have to be a little bit fuller than that. Yeah, says it all, doesn't it?
Gone, extra bounds from Southey, and Bell has edged straight through to the wicket-keeper. He's gone, and once again he flatters to deceive.
Well, it's becoming a real problem for the young man. This is his release shot, just looking to get it down to third man for 1, gets it fine, a bit extra bounce. My word, he will be so disappointed. He knows, there he goes, what an opportunity for him. Here on such a good surface. He's gone again. 46 off 56. England, well, 81 for 3.
Skipper comes to the crease with work to do. 3 down, England. For 81, we haven't used up all the power play overs yet. Have to hurry. Oh, he would have gone there, surely. That was a shocking run.
Where's the pressure just beginning to build on him? 12 off 29 on a good surface. Surely he's gone here if he hits, yeah. Yeah, he's a few inches short there, surely. Sometimes when you see players taking on that type of option, it's almost, well, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's out of desperation, but going anywhere for a while in your innings.
It's not perfectly timed, I don't think, by Collingwood, but well enough. Very fast outfield, and that's the shortest part of the ground down there.
poor value for runs. Look at that race away. He doesn't get it, does he? There you can see just slightly inside edge, but he gets enough of it. The moment it left the bat, it was 4, really.
Good shot from nowhere almost. Couple of steps down the pitch and clubbed away over mid-wicket.
Where's that come from? 2 balls left of the power plays. There, bang, 4. He faced 6 balls, Paul Collingwood, but obviously feels comfortable with conditions. Here he goes. Should be in reasonable order batting-wise. He's had a tough start to the summer, but he's had some contributions now in the one-day game.
Stroke of luck. Thick inside edge, avoids the stumps, avoids everyone else as well. Skates its way down to fine leg for 4. And he 8 for 3. This all has been very, very accurate yet again. There's half an opportunity there, but it looked as though Paul Collingwood sort of a little bit late. Went into the shot a little bit late anyway. Well, not quite what was intended. Head height. Very much head height.
Thank God for helmets. That was through him before the bat actually came around. Passed over the glove.
Got him this time. Inside edge, back onto the stump. Southey is struck. New Zealand have this happy knack, it seems, of picking up wickets when they need them, just to stem the flow. Not that the flow is in full flow just now, but Collingwood has got to go. And England in a bit more trouble.
That always helps the fielding team, picking up wickets every now and again. No big partnerships for England, so serious problems for them putting a big total on the board. Good line though from Tim Southey. As David Gow was saying, not a lot of room. He has to go for 14, Paul Collingwood. It's 101 for 4.
Well, England are approaching the halfway mark in this innings. 22 overs now complete. O.A. Shah is the man out there now. He's got maybe more time than normal to make an impact on this particular match. And England do need someone to make that impact, because so far it's been a little up and down, and in more recent overs it's been more down than up. Momentum seems to have stalled. Run rate is still round about 4.5 runs per over. Tanavatori is on.
Well, this is the dismissal of Paul Collingwood. As you can see, he got absolutely no room. Southey has been bowling as close to off stump as possible. No! Not very fast, Tim Southey. But once he maintains that line and length, it's pretty difficult to get him away, even on a good pitch.
It's well bowled. It's a very useful delivery from Tim Southey.
His captain has given him 2 slips again. Brought the 2 slip fielders back in. 4 deliveries like that. I think Oisha was expecting perhaps that ball to come in towards him fractionally. Just held its own.
What a shot that is. That's gone a long, long way over square leg for 6. Suddenly, absolutely out of nowhere. After things seem to be going terminally quiet for England, we get a shot like that.
Not the first time we are seeing this shot from O.A. Shah. Oh, that is a fantastic shot. There's nothing wrong with that delivery, but yet it ends up for 6.
Just came from nowhere, didn't it? Gone a long way. It wasn't that short, just a little bit short. I mean, Shah has just trusted the bounce of this pitch. It's one of the great things about batting at the Oval. You can normally trust the bounce, predict the bounce. You end up playing shots like that. They didn't just clear the boundary. That must be, I think, the longest boundary on the ground. It was rose back. 97 metres it went. Hang on, just stay there. That's gone over, and very quickly over mid-wicket, very quick to that mid-wicket boundary. It's good footwork, nice striking from Ravi Bopara.
There are 6 fielders inside the circle, so he certainly has license to try and go over the top, and the onside is always going to be the safest. Although he's supposedly hitting against a spin, there's not a lot of turn.
Another blow on the head. It's the second of the innings for Bopara. Just seemed to get stuck in the grill for a moment there. Here we go again. Another short ball. Again, he's gone for this hook shot. That's how. Well, it's a little bit comic. Does seem to be feeling it now. It's just, oh dear, one of those moments where the visor has just about done its job. Just about. That is nicely timed. A little bit too full from Southey, but nicely worked through the onside, through that big wide open space. 124 for 4.
Terrific shot. Boy, looks class. At times looks really classy.
This is a fraction fuller, not a half volley, but Bopara still hits on the up. It is a bit fuller and enables him to get the drive of the bat on the ball. Beautiful play. Bad shot. Just a nothing shot. It's neither a glide down to third man, it's neither a full-blooded cut, it's just a bit of a waft. It's only going to get you into trouble, that.
Well, that's a good shot. Placement outstanding for 6. Oh, just look at the footwork here. That's what sets the shot up.
Bit of arrogance about the stroke as well. Bopara wanted to run. Shah knew the moment he hit it, it was 6. Footwork, but hands as well. It's the hands that got the ball wide of the man at long off. Looks pretty, doesn't it?
That is follow through that even the great man Tiger would be proud of. That is the ultimate imposing of the follow through. Just the way he sets his body up, the right foot comes round. Look at that. Oh, yes. And there's 4 they'll be happy about.
Genuine edge, wasn't it? Catchable height, but no slip in place.
It's a poor ball, and it gets the treatment. 50 for Bopara at exactly the right time for England.
Exactly the right time for Ravi Bopara as well. Much needed half century for him. It's come in decent time off 69 balls with a very languid flowing clip to wide fine leg. Then a pour over this from Grant Elliott. Everything going down the leg side, including that one.
Well, exquisite shots really from Bopara through the offside. It's not, well, it's not a half volley, but it's on the up slightly, caressed through extra cover.
Bopara getting used to the one-pace nature of this New Zealand attack. He's got used to the pace of the pitch, and he knows just when to open the face there. Get it past extra cover. Very wristy, very elegant. Problems for Oram. It's in the air, hit to mid-on. And a crucial breakthrough. The changes work. Gillespie has got the wicket.
Well, disappointing end for Ravi Bopara. He'd done all the hard work, 58 off 78. Was it a slower ball? I think it was. He just got there too early. Good surface, hits through the line, picks out Oram, one of the taller men, to be fair, but, well, England doing it again, aren't they? Setting themselves up in a base, getting a partnership, all to no avail. He goes for 58. England, well, struggling now, 176 for 5.
England under a bit of pressure. Tim Ambrose under a little bit of pressure. 2 runs in 3 matches so far. He's a better player than that, and he's got an opportunity here to get a decent score and make a decent contribution. Nearly 13 overs left, so he's got time. Not really used to this situation. When he plays for Warwickshire, he's up the order. There you go. A quiet series. Because he's coming down the order, it's been difficult for him, but he's got an opportunity. Slip in.
Yeah, and he'll realise what an opportunity is. He missed out, didn't he, at Bristol, with a similar opportunity, time to bat, and that's the issue. Time to bat, time to get in, time to build an innings. And the reason he's in there is because rather bizarre dismissal, really. Neither one nor the other, pushing down the ground. I just feel like a dismissal. Like you think, go on, hit it, whack it. Why haven't you whacked it over the top? It's neither a hit or a push. Well, it's ended up being a push.
Ambrose is away, and Gillespie's cross because he strayed too straight, and a player under pressure will tuck you away all day just to get off the mark. 3 to Ambrose. And that's a cracking shot from Shah. Take that, Gillespie. 4.
Length ball, nothing wrong with the delivery, plenty to admire about the batting.
Vittori keeps the field up after that shot. He's saying to Shah, go on, do it again. He only has to have 4 in the circle. He's got 5. Will Shah do it again? Yes, he does. Back-to-back boundary. Shah doesn't even look. He turns round. He knows it's 4.
Pumped up, though, Shah. Let's have a look at the reaction after this shot. There, doesn't even... I might not see it. Might have looked at it again. There. Doesn't even look. There you go. Pumped up. You can see, anyone that's seen Owe Shah play over the years knows he's in the zone. He can sometimes get over-pumped and over-thoughtful, but he looks good at the moment.
Gillespie doesn't. Amazing how quickly he can change. Wicket in the last over, and then Shah's all over him. 43 or 57. He likes this ground. Got 100 here last year against India. Good memories. Hits hand back over the bowler's head. 4 more.
Well, is this the best of the lot? Look at this, the check drive, straight back, no move. Look at the base, power base from the shot. Look here, I think you can see very little movement after the shot. Says his balance is excellent there.
Yes. 50 for Shah. He likes this ground. He's got a long way to go yet in this innings, but he's played quite beautifully. 50 off 63 deliveries.
5th one-day international 50. Just 63 balls. A recent acceleration as well from Owe Shah. Just coming at the right time.
Pulled away, man in the deep, straight to him, and gone. Ambrose has failed again, and it's all eyes on OA Shah now. New Zealand into the tail.
What a disappointing end for Tim Ambrose. He'll say this is his shot. Oh, all he's done is hit it straight to Daniel Flynn out on the deep. Well, never going to be a question, always going to be caught tame in the end for Timmy Ambrose. And Oram back in the attack and back in the wickets. And just can't quite get it going, can they? 6 Ambrose goes for England now, 203 for 6.
Shah on strike, batsman crossed. Shah will need to stay on strike. Fumble in the deep. Swan, who's just arrived at the crease, says no, we'll stay at 2. Into the commentary position, Surya Botham is with Michael Holder.
Thank you, Nas. 205 on the board, 6 wickets down England. Another 8 overs to go after this. A runner ball from here will get them just over 250. They'll be looking for a bit more than that, though, if OA Shah stays at the crease. But he will need some support from the other end. Graham Swan is the man with him there at the moment. That was wicket number 6. Ambrose pulling into the deep, but not far enough. That was a good attempt. Had to make quite a bit of ground, they just couldn't quite make it.
That would have been an excellent catch. First of all, you've got to pick it up. Gillespie's the man. Picks it up, then he comes charging in. And he just about gets this, you know, just can't quite hang on. It's a terrific effort. It's never easy to pick the ball up in the first place, and then you've got to get there. Great try.
Daniel Flynn thought he had a chance.
Mike, it's so quick, this outfield. It nicely opens the face there as Shah. Places this very, very well. You would have thought all the way there that you've got a chance of getting to this. It almost accelerates away from you.
Caught. Another wicket.
Well, previous games, but not today. And so not happening. Holmes the face here. Well, he couldn't have picked him out. Be better if he tried. Jamie Howe doesn't miss those opportunities. Graham Swan is gone. He's gone for 3. It's 219 for 7.
Stuart Broad, the new man for England, coming in at number 9, but he's certainly a lot better than most number 9 batsmen around the world. He has just under 6 overs to try and make an impression.
Play and a miss.
Seems as if he's holding the ball across the seam here, Kyle Mills. I've seen so much of that from the England bowlers. Seam up on this occasion. Well, so far anyway. Yes, it does seem as if it's seam up on this delivery. Well, bowled again.
Mikey, a couple of player misses. Would you be tempted to put a first or second slip in there? The new batsman, left-hander, going across him.
But I think he can always think about that, because nothing wrong with getting these last 3 wickets and making sure England don't bat all 50 overs. But I think he's just a little bit worried about Stuart Broad's batting ability. He doesn't want him to get away. Looking for two again. Just a slight fumble and he gets back. Well, that's an excellent throw. Steve Davis will ask the television replay umpire to have a look.
Well, direct hits prove more often than not to be extremely tight. It's a slight fumble, gets it up, gets it away. Shah, there was hesitation. Now this is going to be very telling. It's out, I think. We'll have to have another from another angle, but it's very, very close, Mikey.
Very close, but as I just said, Beefy, these direct hits always make a difference. Difference between taking the ball and then taking off the bails. This is a close call. Well, Beef?
Out.
Yes, I think the third umpire will say that's out, and that's a big blow for England. Always Shah is the man that has to go.
He's played very, very well, though. 63 from 71 balls, 221 for
8. Two left-handers.
The first thing they've got to do, Mikey, they've got to bat the overs out. There's still almost 5 overs, bar 1 ball. They get bowled out. One-day international 50-over games on a surface like this. It's a cardinal sin.
Man on the point boundary. That should just be a single. Good shot. Straight down the ground. That's where you want them to be. Doesn't quite get to the boundary, but that's the direction you want to be hitting anyway.
Where it is.
6 runs from the over. 226 for 8. This will be close if he hits. Missed.
Jamie Howe took his time, lined it up. I think if it had hit, it would have been all over. But plenty of time here. Could choose which end to go for. That's gone by a distance. If it hits, it doesn't. It's 1 more for England.
Out. Caught at backward point, so another wicket down the drain.
Another catch for Jamie Howe. Sliced away. Very similar to the dismissal of Graham Swan. Now makes no mistake. A chance of a run out the previous ball. Missed that. Missed this. Stuart Broad's gone for 5. It's 228 for 9 with 3 overs to go. Here comes Jimmy Anderson. He works very hard at his batting. It's not something that comes naturally to him.
Wow, what's going on here?
Usually start till about December, do they? Pantomimes. It's always, you know, Mikey, in all your experience, there's always a chance when you got 10 and 11 at the crease of that kind of thing happening. Run out, mix up.
Found the gap. And rightly so.
gap. For all the way.
Ball in the gap again. Well done.
242 for 9.
They're thinking about a second. And again, the side bottom is correct. There certainly weren't two there. Jimmy Anderson thought there was a second.
No chance. They call it a double play, don't they, in baseball, Mikey? Jimmy Anderson runs hard for it. On the side bottom. No. And they go at that end. All in all, 1 run.
He's gone this time.
Good cricket as well. No panic. Ross Taylor just flicked it up to Gillespie. Took his time and got the final wicket. Now for 245. No panic. No trying to go for the stumps. Give it to Mark Gillespie. Jimmy Anderson not in sight.
Bowled that last over very well though, Mark Gillespie. He was full, he was straight. Very difficult for any batsman, much less the lower order batsmen, to be hitting those Yorkers for boundaries.
Well, England's original target would have been higher than that. 245 is what they had to settle for, bowled out in that 50th over. Shah played beautifully again to be top score. Bopara, his best score of the series so far, and that was a notable innings from him. And Bell, of course, got them off to a good start, but gaps in the middle again. Peterson missing out on this particular day, Collingwood as well. England will think they are below par with that sort of score. New Zealand in the field were good again. Some good wholehearted effort from pretty much all the bowlers. One or two to make note of. Mills, OK, 2 for 44. Southey, 3 for 47. Oram back in the side, 1 for 46. Vittori as economical as ever. New Zealand would fancy their chances at this stage. 246 the target at under 5 runs and over, and the chase comes next.
2 slips, cover point, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket. Side bottom with the first delivery from the pavilion end. Short cut away, cut over point. Bopara tries to get round. He gets half a hand on it. Well, that's a little bit sloppy. New Zealand have their first boundary.
Yeah, a little disappointed here. He gets there, then palms it out. Gets there, look. Maybe a little unlucky. He's still going at pace. He's tried, I think, to knock it back.
Edged and gone. What a breakthrough, crucial wicket. Graham Swan takes the catch, and it's an important one.
Ryan Sidebottom's won that. Very close to a wide. Graham Swan takes that comfortably. What a start for England. The danger man's gone. Will that deflate the New Zealand dressing room? Next hour or so will tell us. Cullen, big wicket. It's gone for 1. It's 7 for 1.
Ross Taylor, the new batsman, very talented, averaging nearly 34. New Zealand haven't got a score of over 245, which is what they need here today since Old Trafford first innings. Not in international cricket anyway, so it's a fragile dressing room, and their star performer has come and gone. There's another one at the crease. Ross Taylor played well at Old Trafford with that 150. Needs a big score here. No swing for side bottom going across the right-hander.
Well, I think when Brendan McCullum looks at the replay of this, he won't be too happy. In my book, it was a wide. He's done well to reach it. It's the way he plays. It's up there and he feels he can get it. Done well to reach that. He really has. Off the toe of the bat.
Catch from Graham Swan, an important catch. It's hard. Hit for 4.
You know what Ross hit very hard and in the gap. The way he plays, it can be exciting.
Beauty from Anderson. Trying to swing it, there's not a lot of swing there, so he's just bowling a line, and that's a good line.
Terrific line and length. Ross Taylor. Be angry with himself, but he will play at those. He'll always give you a chance.
This will be tight. Oh, it'll be tight on Kevin Peterson. It's always Kevin Peterson. Got to be a cut maybe there. Collided with Ross Taylor.
It's never bright to take on the man with the bat, the pads and the helmet. Oof. I think the worst of the blows on the body. He might have got a little bit in the ear, but he's actually watching the ball. He can't see the batsman. Ross Taylor immediately calls for some help for him, but he's sat up. He'll be fine.
Finds the gap that time. That's better from Howe. That's a crisp shot, and that's his second boundary. It's 20 for 1.
Just dragging this one down. He's onto that. Through the gap. No one's going to chase. That's 4 all the way. It's straight to the ground. Such a hard square. Bounces and goes.
He goes for the slog across the line. It's a big gamble. It's gone straight up. Broad gets under it, takes the catch.
It's a good catch, this. Blue sky, white ball, and it's gone a long way up. There's a bit of wind. Absolutely no mistake. Positioned himself perfectly, Stuart Broad. Ross Taylor got a little frustrated. Doesn't this go up there? He's up there a long time. Stuart Broad steadies himself. Takes a very good catch. Big wicket, Ross Taylor. He's gone for 6. It's 24 for 2.
New Zealand have lost their second wicket. Ross Taylor has gone to an ugly swipe across the line. Scott Styris is the new batsman, new commentators, Nick Knight and Ian Smith.
Thank you, Nessa. Yeah, well, Scott Styris, 32 years of age, and about time, I think, and he'll be thinking that as well. He comes up with an innings of gold for New Zealand, and boy, do they need one now. They've battered themselves into a hole with 2 rash shots, one from McCullum and one from Ross Taylor. So Styris and Howe. And that might well be a wide. Might not be.
It's all going against you, Smithy. Where's that smile gone?
Dropped. Styris is put down on naught. And how important might that be to the cause?
Well, we've already seen 1 or 2 bits of shoddy fielding from England. Ground fielding. Now we've seen a drop catch. That on the back of a disappointing performance in the field at Bristol. Richard Housel, the fielding coach, just have a bit of work to do with his players. Yes, it went quickly. Didn't really get a mitt on it at all, did he? Oh, he sort of burst through the hands in the end.
Lovely shot from Styrus. Beautiful cover drive with plenty of time.
That signal indicating just 2 fielders, the second power play. You can have the option of taking 3 fielders out after power play 1. Often is the case that they leave it to the 3rd power play. What a shot that is. Scott Styrus has made a bit of an impact in his short stay at the crease here. He's only been in for 10 balls, 11 runs he has.
There's a bloke standing at second slip won't like the look of this. His name's Owe Shah. 2 cover drives since he put down Scott Styrus when he was on naught. And there he is, he gets a perfect view of it. That one right out of the middle of the bat. Beautiful, couldn't be more central.
Well, there we go again. Got a bit between his teeth as Scott Styrus. 15 off 11 and some really impressive strokes. He is a mighty fine player. World Cup in the West Indies, he made a real impact in the tournament. He had form, not had the form so far in this tournament. He started well here. Worrying signs for side bottom in England.
That's poor delivery. Very few you get from side bottom, and that's a gimme.
Yeah, he's crossed himself. Expensive over it's turning out to be. Fair enough. Excellent cover drives from Scott Styrus. This will annoy him though, as you say. Wayward line. Have a look at this. Yeah, you see.
Four more for Styrus in his favourite spot this afternoon.
Continuing to impress in this short innings so far. Yes, full. Yes, probably deserved to go, but what execution. Poise at the crease there, don't try and overhit it.
And it's clever batting. Plenty of singles on the onside. It's gone over the top, has it? It has, away from Anderson. He can't haul it in. Too loose from side bottom, too wide.
Styrus tucking into a rare gift really from side bottom. Short wide dealt with. Up and over. And we've just got to be a bit wary of Scott Styrus. As I say, coming into this game, no real form of any kind. Oh, you can see there again, he's in a really positive, aggressive mode.
I think he's got to be nicked to a large degree. The way I read it, there's still 7.5 overs of power play cricket. Now, if you score at 4 or 5 and over, you've made a big dent in your run chase. You're up to around 90 then. Also, if you score very freely in this one, when does Paul Collingwood take the last one? Can you influence that? It's a good shot as well, and I doubt whether they'll haul that in. It's a fast outfield, but Peterson does well.
Whilst the result wasn't a boundary, nearly round 4 there, taking on the arm. Whilst the result wasn't a boundary, it was almost the best shot of the lot.
Down. Collingwood at backward point. Usually brilliant there. He did drop one in the last game at Bristol. That was going away to his left as well. And he's put one down now. A difficult one.
I think this one was just a touch closer to him than the one at Bristol. Went with 2 hands, which meant that he had some confidence of getting both hands to the ball. But he did. But couldn't quite hold on.
Oh, down again. England clearly like watching Scott Styrus at the crease. It's the third life they've given him today.
His last life was just one run away. He was on 27 then. On 28 now. And down it goes again.
It's frustrating for England. Put a man down 3 times and then whistles away to the boundary.
I don't think he really got hold of this either. Right on the toe of the bat. Got enough contact and enough placement to get it through.
Bad start for Luke Wright with that man up. Short, fine leg. He can really ill afford anything on the batsman's leg stump.
It's not very easy for someone of Luke Wright pace to bowl to a field like this, to be honest. He doesn't want to be giving the batsman too much room outside the off stump. He doesn't want to be pitching too far up because he's afraid of getting hit over his head. His margin of error isn't great, Luke Wright. At that pace, can't go too far up, as I said, can't go too wide. That means he has to bowl a nice tight line on off stump, and if he drifts anywhere close to mid stump, middle of the leg, batsman will bring that onside into play. And of course, with fine leg up to his left or right, it's 4.
That's easy. That's exactly what England wants. It's exactly what New Zealand didn't want. Jamie Howe has fallen for the lack of turn. The leading edge, we almost discussed earlier in the over, has cost him his wicket.
Well, it's soft and he knows it. Really soft. And right now he's got a terrible feeling in his stomach, Jamie Howe, because it was a nothing delivery. It had no venom to it at all, and he's just offered the front edge of the bat straight back to Graham Swan. So the Collingwood gamble was paid off. Swan has come to the party. Jamie Howe has to leave the party. It's 83 for 3.
Well, things are still reasonably even here at the Brits Oval. New Zealand now 83 for 3 at the equivalent stage at the end of the power plays in the first part of the day. England were 91 for 3. Daniel Flynn is the new batsman. Has yet to really make his mark in one-day internationals, average of 12 in his 5 matches. So now's a great chance. Flynn's off the mark straight away. He will pick up 2 here.
Might be a coming-of-age day for young Daniel Flynn, actually. He's had a mixed tour. He's looked pretty accomplished in his setup. He looks like he's got a pretty good temperament. He's had a couple of half scores in a test match, a half score at Chesterfield Street. Maybe today in the sun here at the Oval, this is a day where he can look back on and think, I jumped ahead a cog or 2 on this tour.
It's a good shot. Beautifully played. Just a little bit short from Anderson. Not banged in really short, but just short enough for the shot. And Flynn really middled that. This has gone high, but with no distance. Ian Bell takes a good catch, good comfortable catch for him. Daniel Flynn will not be the hero today.
Well, another wicket really to an ambitious shot which didn't need to be played at this time. Wide of off stump, just bounces, just turns a little fraction there, tiny little fraction, and bounced a wee bit. He knew that from earlier in the over, Flynn, so he was hitting against the odds. And when you do that, sooner or later, your number is up. And for New Zealand, his number's not high enough. It's only 12 today, 106 for 4.
4 down for 106 New Zealand. Been the most recent casualty. 2 wickets now for Graham Swann. And Jacob Oram is the new man at the crease. The new men in position in the commentary box, Michael Atherton and Sir Ian Botham.
Thanks, David. And Swann enjoying the moment. 4 overs, 2 for 11. Almost got there. Terrific effort and a good piece of fielding. I think it just dropped short.
Yes, an uppercut down to Graham Swann at third man. Quite a long boundary, not as long as it used to be. Still long enough for Swann not able to make his ground in time. Did well though in the end.
That's a good shot. Very, very good shot. Scott Staris to 50. It's 112 for 4.
Curious innings, lots of good strokes, but 3 chances as well that he's given to England, all of which have been spurned.
It's going to be 4, and it's wide. Graham Swann thought it came off the pad. He might. Let's have a look. Not sure it wasn't off the bat. Well, he's fetched that and he's fetched it well. No one's going to cut that off.
Can be a risky stroke at the Oval with the bounce and the little spin we've seen from Swann. Flynn got out sweeping. Ross Taylor got out playing a cross-batted shot, albeit to a quicker bowler. Oram got this one well.
Well, he's gone for it again and he's hit it very well again, and he's got 4 more again. Not sure they've got the right fielder out in deep backward square.
And is he in the right position? Because Swann is bowling round the wicket to Oram. He's trying to bowl wide of off stump, as you can see there. Now, if Oram sweeps that, he'll do well to get it a long way behind square. It's going to go square or in front of square. Point that Ian Botham made about the wrong man in the wrong position has now been rectified. Always Shah comes up to short, fine leg, and a man has gone out to deep square leg. Kevin Peterson is the man out now at deep square leg, and he's gone a bit squarer too.
Yeah, again, good cricket once more. This is a very good over. Just 1 ball to go. Oh, and that is sloppy. Very sloppy cricket.
It's sloppy from England. We saw a period in that match at Bristol which cost them halfway through their fielding innings, where they put down a couple of catches and there were misfields as well. Had to stay on the ball all the way through here.
Good over, 13 runs from it, 136 for 4. That's going to be 4 more.
Well, England decided that Owe Shah wasn't quick enough in the previous over for Graham Swann. But they still have him out sweeping now for Collingwood. A deep cover. And he proves to be just a yard short of pace again.
Into the 90s then. That's nicely played. I think it's very well played. Pace on the ball. Delicate shot. Great way to finish the over. 9 runs from that over. 153 for 4. Well, that 4 brings up that 50 partnership between Styrus and Orme. 51 from 37 balls.
Yes, it's been a terrific partnership. He's provided 30 of them, which is the biggest plus for New Zealand. Styrus still there, into the 60s now. I think Sidebottom's back because Collingwood needs Orme out, and he figures that Sidebottom is the best bowler at Orme, or has been in the last 12 months when these two teams have seen a lot of each other.
Well, he'll get his chance now. Single. Brings him on strike. Driven down the ground. Has he got enough of it? He has.
It's following Owe Shah, doesn't it? 164 for 4.
Another short ball. Called a wide, drifted a bit down the leg side. So good to see everyone in the sunshine, not cowering under anything to keep warm or to keep dry. Hats there to keep the sun off the face. Wow, that should hurt. That definitely will hurt. I knew the captain wasn't very happy with Jimmy Anderson, but that's taking it to the extreme.
Have a look at this. That did hurt. Oh no. Oh. Oh. It's funny for everyone except James Anderson. Slip in place now. Oh, could have gone anywhere, couldn't it? Shoulder the bat, I think. Good short ball from Anderson. Orme continues to have problems with the short ball. Have a look at this. Way off the ball right at the last minute. Almost off the face, actually.
That was just a matter of self-preservation. That's gone a long way out. There's a man out there, though. Takes the catch. The plan succeeds.
Well, the game is changing again. Danger man Orme, 38 off 29, added really valuable impetus to this innings, and great support for Scott Styrus. He's gone. Anderson hurried in with the last ball, the short ball. That's his response. This time I'm going to pull you away. All he's managed is, I think it's Alistair Cook, the substitute. Excellent catch. It was difficult as a substitute. Now then, is the game just beginning to change again? Orme goes, 38 he got. New Zealand, well, 173 for 5.
Grant Elliott comes out now to join Scott Styrus. Very good partnership just now between Orme and the Styrus. Seem to be taking the game away from England. Found the gap. Well, this is good running. If he gets there, that is.
That was excellent work from Graham Swan, and also excellent work from the bowler, Paul Collingwood. Gets in a good position. Swan works out pretty quickly that it's the non-striker he needs to be throwing at. Have a look at what Collingwood does. He repositions himself. Well, it's close, isn't it? That's very close. It's gone. Absolutely dead. What a bit of work from Swan and Collingwood. Well, just wondering whether the game is beginning to change. It might just be changing even more now. It is indeed. What a wicket. They know it too, don't they? The other danger man, Oram, just gone. Now it's Scott Styris' turn to go. Excellent innings, though. Back in form. 69 he goes for. New Zealand, 178 for 6.
Good fortune. May go all the way. Does.
Well, what's happened here? Isn't it? Eyes, I think. I think it's buys. Say, big turn. Wearing pitch here at the Oval. Not much chance for Ambrose with the vicious turn, really.
This could be close again. Not the best of throws. Well, if he hadn't gotten bat on that, it would be a wide, but he's getting 4 instead.
Bonus runs for New Zealand.
Caught. But power on the man at mid-wicket.
The slower ball, I think, from Paul Collingwood. This time it works. Ably assisted. Mid-wicket, have a look at this. What a catch. Diving effort from Ravi Bopara. England much better in the field now in the last 10 or so overs. Up their standards. They're getting their rewards. Firstly, Oram goes, experienced player. Then goes Styris, and then goes the captain, Vittori, as well. He's gone for 6. New Zealand in trouble, 189 for 7.
The men who did it with both bat and the ball for New Zealand at Bristol are together again. Kyle Mills and Grant Elliott. And together, the commentary box, Ian Smith and Nasser Hussain.
Thank you, Mikey. It will be a wide down the leg side. Collingwood getting excited. Split field for Elliott. Elliott looks like he shuffles across and maybe plays across his front pad, so Collingwood's going to go straight and try and get an LBW. Goes short, it's pulled away, it's pulled fine. It's pulled for 4.
Well, I don't think this is great bowling, to be perfectly honest.
And again, this time 4.
Well, he's not on track with his skipper here. If he's going to try and bowl wide of off stump and turn it back, try and hit the stumps, he needs a player a little finer than this, than he's got side bottom. He's too wide. Where's the belief as we look out the window? Where's the belief, you think? Is it in that face? Is it in the England faces now? They had New Zealand up against it 10 minutes ago. And one quick partnership. One quick partnership.
I think the belief, really, as you see Collingwood's reaction there, is almost as if there's a lack of belief in New Zealand. There's a feeling out there that something will happen. New Zealand will slip and stumble and not get over the line, rather than we're going to do something special. could be this moment. No, there's a collision. It could be all over here. I don't know what the ruling is there. That is harsh. If England appeal, that is very harsh. Very, very harsh indeed.
Well, this is a test of Collingwood. This is a test of cricket. He's very badly hurt, I think, Elliott. He's gone down for the count. That is a genuine collision. I'm not sure anyone's at fault, but who do you blame and what do you take? What does Collingwood take here? This is huge.
Mark Benson having a word with Paul Collingwood. Paul Collingwood probably asking, listen, what is the form? What do we do? I don't want to bring the game into disrepute. What would you like us to do? And I think the best thing to do in this situation is say, right, maybe even dead ball, forget it, or take the run. But I think it would be harsh. We should look at a replay at some stage just to make sure that it was a proper collision. But this is an important moment in the match and also for the game of cricket.
I think he's saying you're out. I think he's going to give him out. I think he said to Collingwood, if you appeal, he's got to be out. And there he's gone to Elliott, I think, and said... And Mills has, I think, reacted to that. Mills has gone over to him to react to it. You're kidding me. He's saying it's out of our hands. So is he out, Elliott? He's going to go. So England have appealed. And Elliott has got to go. And the look across to the England camp sums that up. Now, folks, read in the papers about this tomorrow morning. Make of it what you like. But that is a genuine collision where... Side bottom's going for the ball. Elliott's trying to get out of his way. He is taken out of play. And I don't think Ryan Sidebottom feels very good about this at all. I don't know if England feel that good about it. And that's why Collingwood dragged them across to the side of the pitch to get out of the situation. If they feel happy about winning the game that way, that's fine. But that and the good nature of the game will not go down well, I promise you that. 220 for 8.
Well, I'm not sure how good that England team feel. I know the result from that dressing room. They are not happy, and you fully understand with the New Zealand situation. That is not good for the game. I know you like to win at all costs, but really, the batsman, he's running in a straight line. He's just trying to get at the other end, and he's been taken out. He's been taken out of his run, and it is harsh. And that really doesn't seem right to me. There's something not right about that, and England won't feel great. And maybe Collingwood, maybe someone should, well, call him back at some stage. That's not right.
Well, he can't now. And I'll tell you something else. I haven't seen a reaction from a New Zealand dressing room since February the 1st, 1981. The underarm delivery. I haven't seen a reaction from a dressing room like that since that moment. Or is it just this ground that likes controversy?
Well, Smithy, I like to win at all costs, to be honest. But when you have two cricketers lying on the ground, one of them could have been seriously injured. And look at their reaction. Either way, Sidebottom could have been seriously injured. The batsman really stopped the play, dead ball.
Well, if there was good feeling between these sides, and I believe there has been throughout this last 7 or 8 weeks, 10, 12 weeks, it's gone. It's gone in that moment. And unfortunately, Paul Collingwood has to live with it. He has to live with it. And that is a horrible thing when you've been such a fighting cricketer, a really good cricketer for your country. You have to live with a moment, and he'll have to live with that for a long time.
Pulled away, pull for 4. They're still fighting. They've got something to fight about now. Well, tight if you hit. Yes, very, very tight. It could well be gone. Call for the third umpire. Batsman will go back for 2 because of the overthrow, but England are celebrating.
Are they? I think this is so close, no one really knows, but I know now it's out. It's out by about 3 inches, Tim Southey. So the tight single, well, are England worried about the appeal before? It doesn't look like it. They're unified now in the middle, thinking that they've got this game by the scruff of the neck. Another run out, and now New Zealand are 9 wickets down, and still they have 13 runs to get. What a match, and the Oval erupts. All is forgiven. 233 for 9.
Last man in, Mark Gillespie. Decent average for a number 11. They bat all the way down. Turn and bounce.
Dropped. I believe that's a drop catch. I believe Ambrose has put him down here. I believe that the England players hear something, and I'm sure I heard something. Inside edge. There was a lot of excitement from the players.
No runs for 9 deliveries. That's why Mills is looking worried. He's concerned. He needs a boundary. He's hit it. Has he got one? He's got the middle of it. He's hit it all the way for 6.
What a shot. What a shot. This time he read Collingwood's mind. He knew it was going to be halfway down the pitch. He knew he'd try the bouncer, but it didn't bounce, and he's dragged it out of the middle of the bat and hit it a mile, the longest boundary on the oval. It's cleared it by 20 metres. This is desperate times. What will Mills do? There are singles all over the onside.
That's good batting. Settle down, Gillespie, just one.
To get it down to just 3 runs, and then Mills keeps the strike. He's left that available to Mills.
An edge will do. Third man up, fine leg up. It might not be fast enough. It's a slower ball. He clips it well. 1 is the call. Perfect for New Zealand. They get the single. Mills keeps the strike. 3 needed. Pulled away. Not middled, gets the single. 2 needed, but Gillespie on strike. And a miss. 4 balls left.
Good thinking too from young Tim Ambrose, thinking that maybe Mills is looking to run a bye. Ambrose catches it and sprints up to the stumps. It's all happening. Everyone's trying to think. Everyone's trying to clear their heads.
No, allowed no. 3 balls left.
It's unusual character, Mark Gillespie, but he could write himself into folklore here or not.
Swing and a miss again. 2 from 2. Now what does Mills say, Ian Smith?
Oh, I don't know. He's probably said all he can say. I think he's probably got to say play with a straighter bat. Give yourself more of a chance of hitting it.
7 men trying to save a single. 2 needed from 2. He swings. And it could be a run out. No! Hit Mills at the non-striker's end.
Can you believe it? He can't. Daniel Vettori can't believe it. No one can. All those fielders inside the circle, and he has to hit his own man. What more can happen here?
Two needed from the last ball. Right to bowl it. The crowd are up. England are in. It's a Yorker. He's hit it. They run. And he misses. And it could be overthrows. And New Zealand win. A quite remarkable game. Unbelievable. New Zealand win by 1 wicket. They had 3 stumps to aim at. They miss. And New Zealand celebrate. They win one of the great games of one-day cricket.
Well, is that justice? Some will say yes, but where were England and where were they thinking here? Somebody had to back up. Someone had to back up because the game was still alive. even if the throw misses. Where's the backing up player to make sure they can't pinch another one? All the players around the stumps, the closest one, Stuart Broad, he should be back. They had the stumps covered. And Vettori saying, run again. And look at the anger. Look at that. Boy, there is some feeling on that balcony. There will be feeling at Lord's. But aren't there any tickets left? There shouldn't be, because there is some feeling in this series.
Brilliant New Zealand, brilliant game of cricket. One moment of controversy that everyone will talk about. I have never seen Daniel Vettori so pumped up. Collingwood distraught. He knows he'll have on his conscience that moment, the run out. But Mills held his nerve. 25 from 27 deliveries. They deserve it, New Zealand.
So real drama from that final delivery, but New Zealand scraping home to win it by 1 wicket, 246 for 9. And their main contributors on the day, Scott Starris in fine form with his 69, Jamie Howe at the top with his 37, Oram back in the side with 38, Elliott a useful hand as well. But Kyle Mills, what about him at the end? He's in prime form at the moment. He's enjoying his batting. That 25 not out, absolutely crucial. And Mark Gillespie, 4 not out at the other end, able to see them home. For England, plenty of bowlers used. An interesting day in the field for England, not all perfect in the field by any stretch of the imagination. Anderson back in better form today than he showed at Bristol the other day. Basically, they kept themselves in the hunt. And the final analysis, OK, from that final ball, New Zealand able to scrape home to win it by 1 wicket. So with 4 matches gone in this NatWest series, New Zealand now have a 2-1 lead. Lord's is the final match coming up on Saturday. Well, that Grant Elliott run-out had feelings running high. At the end of the game, Paul Collingwood looking to shake a hand to say congratulations, but thwarted. No handshake on offer as the game finished. At the presentations, though, both captains were in conciliatory mood.
Well, the thing is, it's great looking at it in hindsight when we walk away from the ground tonight and have time to reflect on the game. You know, maybe a different decision would have been made. You know, it has to be a split-second decision on the park. And, you know, when 2 players collide like that and 2 players are trying to get the opposite end, is it tough luck or not? And, you know, as I said, in hindsight, maybe I've made the wrong decision there.
Well, I think we're a little bit contrite ourselves. I think there's a bit of raw emotion there at the end that we're a bit disappointed in. So I apologise to Paul and his team, but I think now that he admitted that he was wrong, I think we can move on, and hopefully the next game is played in the right spirit.
Well, they made up and eventually did shake hands after that presentation, so some of that bad air certainly cleared at the end of the day. What will happen on Saturday? That is the big question. Well, just 1 or 2 things to tell you about cricket coming up, live cricket coming up. Thursday's matches, Yorkshire against Leicestershire in the 2020 Cup at 5:30 on Sky Sports 1 and HD1. On Friday, more international, one-day international cricket. West Indies against Australia. That's at 2:30 in the afternoon, Sky Sports Extra. Right, the big match as far as we're concerned then to finish off this NatWest series is Saturday. We'll be on air at 10:30 in the morning on Sky Sports 1 and HD1 to see who takes the series between England and New Zealand. And after that, on Sunday, we've actually got live county championship cricket for you between Sussex and Lancashire. And for that, join us please at 11 o'clock in the morning on Sky Sports 2 and HD2. Well, by Saturday, some of the heat, I'm sure, will have been taken out of the situation, but nonetheless, I'm sure both sides want to serve up an absolute cracking match to finish off this series. Let's hope you can join us then, but for now, from the Brit Oval, goodbye.
More sport, news and views at skysports.com.